Do you feel stuck and you don't know what to do about it? Or do you feel like your life is just kind of passing by and that you're not living them intentionally? Deep down inside, you wanted to live a happy and fulfilling life, but you just don't know how to get there. Well, I've been there. Exactly a year ago, I was completely on a different state. I was doing the same things over and over again, and I was so unhappy. I was miserable. But I found a way out. I discovered practical strategies that actually works, and I believe it's going to work for you. And today, I wanted to share them with you to help you get unstuck. Let's dive in. Part 1. Why do you feel stuck? So, there are a couple of reasons why you feel stuck. It could be that you're overwhelmed with life's difficulties. You're pressured, you've experienced significant losses, and you lack the motivation to do something or move forward. Or maybe you are trying hard to work on your career, your business, but still you're not getting the results that you want. And you can figure out why, whatever it may be. But let me give you 3 main reasons why you may be feeling stuck today. Number 1, you're disconnected from your personal values. Second, you're dealing with past unresolved issues. And third, you lack clarity about your goals and the path you want to take moving forward. And so these things create a sense of being lost and unable to make progress. Part 2. Here are the ways to get unstuck. Number 1. Change your perspective. Okay, so this is the first one. Sometimes you're feeling stuck because you're focusing on the wrong things over and over again. You may be focusing on the problems, the past hurts, instead of focusing your energy on the right things. Try shifting your viewpoint and get a new perspective about what you're going through. And the best way to do this is to listen to messages or audios and even read books that's going to lift up your spirit. You actually heard this over and over again from some motivational speakers that wrong input results wrong output. Good input results to good output. It means whatever you put in your mind, that's what you will become. That's what you're gonna get. Your mind is so powerful, and feeling stuck can be simply a mindset, like a negative thought that's pulling you down. Let me tell you this. It's your job to change your inner voice and fill your mind with hope. And this really works because having a new perspective can reveal solutions to your problems or even opportunities that you hadn't even considered. Number 2, change your environment. Sometimes feeling stuck isn't just mental, it's also influenced by your surroundings. Your environment includes your personal space, your social circle, and even your daily routines. And when these things are stagnant, your mind can feel trapped. Why changing your environment works? First, new environment can spark your creativity and break the old patterns and old habits. Second, simply by just being on a different place can give you a fresh perspective about life and your problems. For example, moving from the city to a province or rural places. I'm not saying that you should move abroad or to a different country, but for some, maybe that's actually what you need. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I've moved from the Philippines to Canada, and yes, I've been here in Ontario for almost a year now. So changing my physical environment really gave me a new perspective about life itself, life in general. So you'll get to experience new way of living. You'll get to meet new people, not only visit new places, but that newness if that is even a word. That newness will give your life new meaning and excitement. And lastly, a simple change in a scenery can act as a symbolic reset of your life. It gives yourself signal that it's time to move forward. Exactly a year ago, I felt stuck in a situation that only seemed to get worse. Everything felt like it was crumbling. My relationship was falling apart. My bank account was shrinking fast. I was trying so hard to create content and post them daily on TikTok and Instagram to sell my digital products. But nothing worked. I couldn't even afford to buy my own groceries. I wasn't in good terms with my younger sister. It went on and on and on, and I was living a life that I've never wanted in the first place. I was so confused, unhappy, and miserable. Fast forward to today, and I'm so grateful that I made a change. Looking back, I remember telling myself, I need to get unstuck. I have to move to a different place. And that decision brought me here in Canada. I was so desperate to change my environment, to leave what's comfortable, leave those places that brought me pain and reminded me over and over again of my failures, and to have a fresh start, new encounters, new experiences. Maybe you're in that place right now. You feel trapped and nothing seems to be working. You've tried everything on your own power, but nothing's changing. Maybe, just maybe, it's time to change your environment too. And I know what you're thinking, but I don't have the money to move abroad. I didn't either. I even borrowed money from the bank for the first time in my life. But I had to do something. Sometimes you just have to take the risk, because sometimes the only way to move forward is to take a leap of faith into the unknown. So that's what I did. If you want to get unstuck, you need to be courageous, be brave, be bold. Just take the first step, even if it's scary, and the path will unfold itself. Number 3, get moving. So this time, I'm not talking about moving to a different place or a different country or state. What I mean by get moving is you need movement. Sometimes that's all you need. Movement is simple. Maybe you don't have the money right now, or you're not capable to, move to a different place, like what I mentioned earlier, to change your surroundings. Well, this is something that you can do. Movement not always means working out or going to the gym. Movement can simply be getting up from your bed to cook yourself a good meal, or taking a walk, go to a museum, or go to a nearest park. Movement really sparks productivity. I can assure you that. And when you're productive in small ways, you create opportunities for newness, new experience. It's gonna make you feel good. It gives your life new meaning. Just recently, I found myself doom scrolling on my phone for almost 3 hours straight. I was so unmotivated to do something, but I finally came to my senses and I thought I need to get up, and I knew I had to keep moving. So I did. I cooked myself a pasta for dinner, then I took a warm bath. And I would tell you, the tiny act of moving changed my entire mood. It shifted everything. So keep moving always. Even sharks die when they stop moving. Number 4, define what gives your life meaning. One reason you might be feeling stuck today is that your life has lost its meaning. You're disconnected from your purpose. You're moving into a direction that doesn't align with your values. You may be living a life you've never asked for, a life that doesn't fully reflect who you are. That's a very sad place place to be. I feel you, but now is the perfect time to reconnect with your true self and define what truly gives your life meaning. As I shared earlier, I realized I was drifting away from my purpose. I made multiple wrong choices. I allowed others to dictate what to do with my life. I compromised on what really mattered to me. I set aside the things that I want and reflect who I truly am. And those little compromises made me question myself, and it chipped away my confidence and clarity, leaving me stuck in a life I never wanted. If you feel the same, it's time to go back to your values and rediscover what gives your life meaning. You can ask yourself questions like, what makes me truly happy? What were my favorite things to do in the past? When was the last time I was committed to something? Who inspires me the most? What makes me feel good about myself? What gives me a sense of fulfillment? Number 5, set small, achievable goals. When life feels overwhelming, it's often because you're looking at a mountain of responsibilities, expectations, or ambitions. And if you have big goals like change my career or start a business, it can feel so intimidating that you freeze, and that leads to procrastination or feeling stuck. Don't be stuck waiting for the perfect moment. For example, if you want to write a book, start writing 200 words a day. Or if you want to get fit, start walking 15 minutes a day. Have you heard of the 5-minute rule? It's a simple technique that actually can help you get unstuck and overcome procrastination. The idea is you just have to commit 5 minutes of your focus to a single task, and after 5 minutes you're actually free to stop. But the trick here, more often you'll find that you want to keep going. You and I can do this, right? Just 5 minutes. It feels easy and less intimidating, and anyone can get started because it's just 5 minutes. Number 6, limit distractions and negative inputs. Another major reason why you feel stuck is that your mental energy is constantly being drained by distractions or negative inputs. You need to identify what drains you. It could be endless scrolling, it could be a person or a toxic partner, or certain groups of people that are stealing your peace and energy. Once you identify them, make sure to reduce your time spending with them. By the way, I made a video before how you can stop doom scrolling on social media, and I will put the link up here and on the description down below so you can watch. Another thing is to limit distractions. Distraction is not only social media or the things that you're doing that taking your attention. It could also be a certain person. And if you're always exposed to criticism or people who are judgmental, you will easily lose your confidence. And this is based on my personal experience. You will feel powerless. You will not have energy and the enthusiasm to pursue your bigger goals. So limit distractions and be wise on whom or where your time and attention and money goes. Getting unstuck isn't about taking huge leaps. It's simply starting small and finding your way back to what truly matters. Start where you are, do one thing at a time, and soon enough you'll have the power to move forward.